Hello everybody, Shadow here and welcome back to the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. So we're here in the infirmary, which is, the name is blocked by my webcam. There's a manual here. There's an instruction manual here. It describes how the corpse recovery drones and Revive-O-Matic work. It says the drones are only effective on school grounds. They can't recover bodies outside the wall of flame. Also, the bodies still have to be fresh. In other words, recently dead for the Revive-O-Matic to work on them. From the sound of it, if someone died outside the wall, by the time we got them back, it'd be too late. I see. I know you've already made your thoughts clear on this, but are you sure you don't want to fight alongside the rest of us? Huh? No. Absolutely not. Just thinking about it makes me feel like I'm gonna... What's wrong? Let's just say I'm not suited for combat. Like on a psychological level. Sorry. Physiological. Sorry. Physiological. I read the wrong word. What's she even talking about? Does this have something to do with... Ow! This episode's off to a great start. Does this have something to do with how she always starts looking queasy when we talk about fighting? It seems that way. This machine. It's the same flying coffee that rescued Darumi from the battlefield. Sirei called it a corpse recovery something. When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve their body. That's what the manual says anyway. It's all completely automatic, huh? Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died... wow, it sounds so creepy saying that out loud. Anyway, when that happens, it launches a drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary. And once it gets here, you see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called a Revive-O-Matic. It's got data on all of us right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state. And then we're alive again. Just like that. Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands? Tsubasa really gets a chance to show her serious side when machines are involved. This sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out the exact mechanism it uses to instill life back into the body. I'm not satisfied with writing it off as just the hemo-anima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. While we're on the subject, hemo-anima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly? Maybe we'll find out more about it someday. Not unless me and the other holdouts agree to fight, too. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who was in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us? Something tells me the only way to find out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here. Right. And now you're gonna call us what, to the war room?
Hey there, troops! How's your tour of the campus going?
Pretty good. Is that a foot massager?
I figure it's about time you met back up and compared notes. Report to the cafeteria immediately!
Okay. I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says. Oh, yeah. But I pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria. Okay. We don't have to navigate. So, what did you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? Is it so wonderful that you want to spend the rest of your lives here? There's no way we'd feel that good about it. Well, if you don't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long, and there's some more important things at stake than your personal comfort. Why even ask us if you're ultimately going to discount our opinions? You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet, but don't worry, it's all part of my roadmap of staggered content releases. Oh boy! I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you going forward. Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when we're not fighting? Oh, right. We are at school, after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum and a proper schedule. But we don't have one here. Surprise! What? No schedule?
Meh.
Unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit. So we don't gotta go to classes or nothing? Shit, man, you should have led with that. Don't tell me you're actually buying into this. It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most of it while we're here. I think it's too early to say there's no way for us to leave. If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna chicken out and run for the fight anyway, right? Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting. It's your fault we're all so on edge. Also, I don't know if we can consider each other friends. We've known each other for a day. You've all been raised in different environments and had different life experiences. So naturally, you all have your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is as unique as a snowflake. And that's okay. We're all about diversity here. A little difference of opinion now and then is inevitable. Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion.
Yeah.
Having said all that, no matter what your feelings are on the matter, all of you are going to have to fight the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While this school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future. But if the school falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you. Sorry. Wake up, me. We got plenty of episodes ahead of us. And then they'll move on to your loved ones. Yes. Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them safe. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubt from your hearts. As humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you are about to become the very embodiment of hope. Hope? You've got to be kidding me. This is more like despair. They said the things. They said hope and despair. Oh, you're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us? Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause, but we've got no guarantee that's what we'd be doing. As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we know it's not actually something even more dangerous than the invaders? Not to mention the hemoanima. We know next to nothing about this weird power. And you want us to pump our bodies full of it? Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word that comes out of your mouth. We've been over this before, man. He said he'd only tell us if you guys agree to fight. And I can't agree to fight until I hear the whole truth. We're going around in circles so much it's making me dizzy. Yeah. We won't make any progress like this. All right, if it's the truth you want, then that's what you'll get. I'll tell you everything. You're going to tell us? Just like that? I never meant to keep the truth from you all that long. I was just using it as a bargaining chip to motivate you. But it looks like that plan backfired. At this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story. And you'll really tell us the truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. Or at least I'd like to. But this isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own. What say we table this discussion until tomorrow? So there are more people involved in this than just you? We'll expect you to tell us about them, too. I'm sure you will. I'll run it past the higher-ups. If I tell them this is the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it. Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning and I'll let you know what the brass says. I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. Okay, so we might be getting some answers. With a cheery wave of his stubby little arm, Sirei disappeared. Huh. Never thought getting the truth out of him be that easy. But he still has to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He could come back tomorrow and say they shut the idea down. I hope you're all ready. If we learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines. No excuses? We'll see what happens after we hear what Sirei has to say. We can all talk it out and decide the best course of action then. Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on. You're hilarious, Mr. Maruko. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow. Shut up! I bet you don't either! Good grief. With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms. Okay. Tomorrow morning, Sirei will tell us the whole truth. I can't even imagine what it might be. Who gathered us all here? What are we fighting for? I can only hope everything will make sense once we know that. Oh. Got an evening announcement.
Soldiers, it's time to hit the hay.
Right.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Oh gosh, they hit me with a yawn, and now it's making me yawn.
Well then.
It probably made you
good
yawn. Oops. So there's a nighttime announcement too, just like the morning one. I thought it would be a much longer road to learning the truth, but hopefully by this time tomorrow we'll know everything we need to know. It probably won't be the end of our problems, but it'll be a step forward. At any rate, there's no use worrying about it anymore tonight. Today, not tonight. But it would have been fine if it was tonight. Whatever. I'll discuss it with the others once we've heard from Sirei. Huh? For now, the only thing I can do is wait for tomorrow to come. With nothing else to do, I decided to call it a day. I got into bed and was soon fast asleep. Cool. Oh. What's happening? Oh, a flashback! Wonderful!
Come on. Don't cry. If you keep crying like that, your daddy will get sad too. And he won't be able to go to heaven.
Oh, well, that's just great. That's a great thing to say to a child. We were only in kindergarten back then. Kara's dad had just died. He and Kara were driving over to her mom's research lab when it happened. The car crash that changed her life. The security alert had sounded, and suddenly people were scrambling around trying to get to the nearest shelter. Kara's dad swerved to avoid someone and, well, the car was almost entirely destroyed. Her dad leaned over from the driver's seat to shield her from the impact right at the last second. By some miracle, he made it in time, and Kara survived. But her father wasn't so lucky. After the funeral, sorry, I might just need to lay down for just a second after this episode, because clearly my brain is not firing at all cylinders, because I keep just reading a word and just stopping. After the funeral, Kara was inconsolable. She just sat there and cried. There was nothing I could do.
My daddy's
Sorry, I don't mean to yawn during your sadness.
I'll never see him again.
Karuwa?
I'm not saying it right. I wasn't saying it right. I will never say it right. Karuwa.
Don't cry anymore,
With-
okay?
With the fact that I only play this game for 2 hours per week, I'm never gonna stay consistent with it.
I'll be your daddy from now on, so you don't have to be sad.
No.
You're too little, Taki. You can't be a daddy.
Yeah, it's a little,
Maybe,
it's a little
but
weird.
I'm just glad you're okay, Karua. That your daddy protected you.
But I'm not okay.
Well, those wounds will heal.
I
Oh.
got this big cut right across my tummy.
Well, you'll
The
heal.
doctors say it's gonna leave a scar. It'll never go away. Not even when I'm a grown-up.
Okay, well, what's wrong with that?
I bet no one will want to marry a girl with a big ugly scar like this.
You'd be surprised.
Then, when we grow up, I'll marry you. By then, I won't be too little anymore.
Huh?
Awkward.
I'll marry you someday, Karua. Then you'll never have to be alone. I'll always be there to protect you.
And now she's gonna be alone for 100 days.
You'll protect me?
Oops.
Yeah. Now that your daddy's gone, I'll keep you safe instead. So please, don't cry.
Good grief. Why am I so tired?
Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Karua. No matter what. I promise.
Sure.
Lucky.
So is Karua gonna
Thank
become
you.
a party
think
member in the future?
I'm
Because I
going to
know
be
that there
alright
is
now.
like another set of people. Like, we will get more people eventually.
You
I've seen
promise.
some
So you gotta do
sprites and stuff,
it.
and
Okay.
and on the big like promotional material, there's like clearly a lot more people. So presumably, either we will recruit more, or maybe they're in the pods. I don't know. But that's right. I made a promise. A promise to protect Karua no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karua safe, I have to keep fighting. And I'll fight. I have to fight. 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 Fight, 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 fight. I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat, and my heart was racing, like I'd just woken up from a nightmare. No, not a nightmare. A memory. A childhood memory of Karua and me. I'd totally forgotten about that time. Why did I dream about it all of a sudden? I wonder what Karua is doing right now. She probably hasn't stopped worrying ever since I disappeared. That would be just like her. Come to think of it, what does everyone back in the residential complex think happened to me? Are they treating me as a missing person, or did they just assume I died in that monster attack? I'll have to ask Sirei about that too.
Huh?
Sheesh, I'm wide awake now, and I'm so sweaty. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. Okay. I got out of bed and slowly made my way toward the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. Okay. It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me, right? Okay, well, it's only been 2 days for that. You can wait a few more days before self-reflection of that level, right? Right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. I wonder if this is a side effect of using hemoanima?
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I?
Right. You would think. What am I doing? This is stupid. Coming back to my senses, I turned away from the mirror and walked out the door. As soon as I got outside... Is everyone there? Whoa. Actually, that might have been voiced. And I just... Okay. Anyway, the scene that greeted me took my breath away.
I've heard of those. They're stars, right?
Yes! The night sky far above my head was now dotted with countless glimmering pinpricks of light. The vastness, the endlessness of it all was almost terrifying. But in a way, it was beautiful too. It inspired a sense of awe in me I'd never felt before.
I wonder what Kotaro would say if she saw this.
As I stood there wondering, my gaze was drawn to a different, larger light in the sky. The moon!
It looks so close. Is that another planet?
No, it's the moon. No, not a planet. A different kind of celestial body. I'm sure I read about it once. A big chunk of rock orbiting the Earth, visible to the naked eye. What was it called again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Is that... Huh? All of a sudden, I felt like I wasn't alone. I spun around to see who was there. Oh! Hello? Who? You're on fire! No, not quite. It wasn't a person. More like a burning, flickering apparition in the shape of a young man. A fire with a mind of its own. Not just any fire, either. They were undying flames.
What the?
Hi, can I help you? The way its mouth is moving. Is it talking? I can't hear a thing, though. Project! Project!
What is it? What are you trying to tell me?
The thing seemed to hear me okay, but my question seemed to upset it. A look of profound sorrow passed over its fiery features. Oh. Okay. The next moment, it disappeared into thin air. Well. Huh? What just happened? What was that? Don't tell me. Was that a ghost? Ghost or not, it had definitely been trying to communicate with me. But what was it trying to say? And why? Vainly trying to comprehend what I'd seen and what it all meant. I just stood there, dumbfounded. It was a while before I could even bring myself to move from that spot. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep the rest of the night. I just sat in bed, waiting for the morning announcement. Right. So now we have ghosts. Wonderful. Fantastic, even.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Why?
Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Right.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Sure.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Right. This is great. Morning's finally here. Should I tell everyone about what I saw last night? Would they believe me? I'm not sure I even believe it really happened. They might just write it off as a dream or say I'm going crazy. But I'll think about that later. Today's the day Sirei is going to tell us the truth. I can decide what to do about that ghost boy afterwards. We were supposed to meet up in the war room, right? Correct. Good morning, Takumi. Did you sleep well? I'm afraid I had a rather restless night. What's wrong? Are you feeling okay? Just a little queasy. My body doesn't deal with change very well. Being in a new place, with so many new sights and sounds, it takes some getting used to. I should be fine, though, given enough time. He doesn't look fine. I hope being here won't make his condition any worse. Okay. So he's the only one here. Let's head downstairs. Classroom. Defense door. Infirmary. I went the whole wrong direction, huh? Are the rest of them are in there. Okay, perfect. When I arrived at the war room, everyone else was already there. Everyone, that is, except Sirei.
Ah.
He's certainly taking his time. You think he's still discussing things with the people in charge? Maybe it's taking longer to convince them than he thought. He should have told us that. I got up early for nothing. If that's really it, ain't a lot of point in us waiting around here. Yes, I'm sure Sirei will summon us again when he's ready to talk. When the time comes, we'll have to gather here again. Until then, we can probably spend our time as we see fit. Wow, we actually get some free time? And here I thought we were in for a long and involved lore dump. I was looking forward to it all night long. I guess I'll just rest my head on in my dear sister's lap and go back to sleep now. Don't joke like that in front of other people, brother dearest. After that, the little meeting in the war room broke up, with all of us going back to our rooms. Okay. So now we get some free time, huh? We're free to spend our time however we want until Sirei gets back. What exactly should I do while I'm waiting, though? Free time! During free time, you can do things like upgrade your class weapon or get to know your comrades. You'll have free time twice a day, one in the morning and once in the afternoon, during which you can pass the time by engaging in select activities. If you don't want to do anything, you can go to your bed to pass the time. First, try going to the training room and entrance hall, which were unlocked during your tour of the school. Okay. So... I'm curious what the little plus symbol by her means. Characters will spend time as they please inside the school. You can engage in student activities with characters that have a symbol over their head. You can also use the map to check where characters are. Want to eat some snacks with me, Takumi? Sure! Let's eat some snacks! I hate eating full meals. It's too much work. I'm fine having snacks for all 3 meals. You'll get sick if you only eat junk. You should really get more nutrients. I don't wanna. Nutrients will just keep me alive even longer. Huh? Isn't that a good thing? No. Getting old is as pathetic as a boring manga that just keeps getting published forever. It's better to burn out spectacularly than fade away. I think living a short, fleeting life is so cool. She thinks it's cool to neglect her body? Can't say I understand how she feels. Right. Creativity went up by 6. Wait, we have stats? Participating in student activities will raise Takumi's grades. He'll be graded in 5 subjects: linguistics, math, science, social studies, and gym. All subjects will be needed in different scenarios. Each character will increase a different grade, so try to do student activities with a variety of characters. Fascinating. Free time! Okay. Oh, so if we spend time with Takimaru, we get what? Two gym? They did say to go to the entrance hall. Let me go there just in case we get another tutorial. I've got other things to do. Okay. A VR machine. Apparently we can use this to train in a virtual space. I don't really know how it works, though. Did you come here to use the training machine as well? I don't know who's talking. Oh, hi. Training is a productive use of your free time. I'll commend you for that. I'll train with you, if you want. Hurry up and enter the virtual space. I would, but I don't really know how to use this machine. Just figure it out as you go along. You'll get used to it soon enough. Pressured by Hiroko, I reluctantly placed the headset over my eyes. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Battle start!
Yeah.
Huh? How did I get outside? And where did all these invaders come from? Calm down. This is just a simulation. The invaders, as well as Darumi and our other allies, are nothing more than AI-controlled programs. All you have to do is defend the school, just like in a real battle.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess I'll give it a try. Okay. Sure.
Let's
Well.
do this.
Let's go. Sure.
That's it.
Boom.
It's killing game time!
Let's get these three. And then
Let's do this.
let's get these. Yeah. Boom. Okay, they're getting
Not bad.
a little closer than I intended. I gotta remember to check movement.
Let's go.
Let's see. Oh, I can get three here. Sure.
Let's do it to it!
Okay, cool. I can attack both of them.
Time for battle. Die.
I suppose let's hit those two. Why not?
It's just a
If
scratch.
an ally's HP drops to 5 or less, they will be near death, allowing them to use Last Resort. Last Resort is an extra powerful attack that can be unleashed in exchange for their life. Even if they die, all allies will be revived for the next wave. So go ahead and kill yourself! Great! Okay, well, that didn't matter. When an ally dies, you will gain 100% voltage, and the voltage gain rate will increase for all allies. Additionally, ally deaths count as nice kills and will boost any rewards obtained upon victory. Fear not death and fight proudly.
This isn't good.
My body! Uh-oh.
Okay, well, we're kind of getting butt kicked. When an enemy defeats an ally, the enemy will transform into a terrifying threat. They won't be easy to defeat, but if you can pull it off, you'll gain a large amount of voltage. Okay.
Ready whenever. I can hardly contain myself.
Sure.
Time for battle.
I feel like killing this guy is probably more important.
How unsatisfying.
Oh, we got an extra AP. Okay.
Now then, to business. How's this?
Okay, we'll take out those two.
Broken
Sure.
So soon.
It's as bad as I thought, huh?
Okay, Darumi is gonna die. So that's fine.
I'm about to die!
Do I get to... Okay. Let's go ahead.
It's all right.
Sure.
Gotcha.
That'll work. There we go. Stun will disable all actions until the end of the next turn. There are very few ways to remove this effect, so be very cautious as you fight.
My turn.
Actually, I feel like we should probably
Take this.
kill this guy.
How unsatisfying. Time for battle. How's this? Now then,
Okay.
to business. Out of my way.
Sure.
My turn.
She's going on a killing spree.
I'll chop you to pieces.
Holy moly.
I can't anymore.
Okay, unfortunately these guys get free reign. Okay, but I think that's... I think we're done, so... You win! Hooray! Okay. S rank. Very nice. Alright. Wow. This is pretty realistic. You'd never think this was just a computer program.
Oh.
You're right. This will be a good way to sharpen our skills between battles. We never know when the invaders will attack next. I should probably use this machine to train whenever I have some time to spare. You can use VR training to gain BP. BP can be used to upgrade your class weapon. Upgrade your class weapon to level up your skills and prepare for future defensive battles. Oh, okay, so we did that, but we didn't even get a, we didn't even get a thing. Okay. Sure, let's go ahead and upgrade that. As your skill levels increase, you'll need good grades and materials in addition to BP. These can be obtained by participating in student activities and exploring outside the school, so choose activities that correspond to your needs. Okay. Let's go ahead and upgrade you as well. Alright. And then we'd probably... Yeah, we don't have enough. Oh, and we also need one gym. Okay. Well, in that case... you know what? We're probably at about time, so I think we'll end the episode, and then we'll spend some time with Takamaru. And then, presumably... Sirei will show up and tell us their tale. So, hopefully we'll get some more information next time. But for now, that is going to be it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down in the comments below, and maybe leave a like. And if you want to catch the next episode as it comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe. But for now, that's it. So, see ya!